Oh, hey, I didn't see you there. Oh, by the way,
you're watching KCS Productions.
Hi guys, I'm Brittany and this is Jessica, and today we're going to be talking about the 1946 movie Make Mine Music for our season 1 finale episode.
Woohoo! Make Mine Music is an animated film comprised of multiple musical shorts. These shorts include The Martins and the Coys, Blue Bayou, All the Cats Join In, Without You, Casey at the Bat, Two Silhouettes, Peter and the Wolf, After You've Gone, Johnny Fedora and Alice Bluebonnet, and The Whale Who Wanted to Sing at the Met. If you tried to watch this movie in preparation for our episode and had a hard time finding it, it's because you can't. We could not find this movie anywhere to stream or purchase, so we literally sat and searched each short on YouTube and watched them individually. So before we watched these shorts, I had zero expectations because I had never heard of this before, and I purposefully didn't look anything up before I watched this episode because I didn't want to have expectations.
I feel like I'm kind of like primed for the collections of shorts at this point in the season after the titles that we've gone through so far. So I had a little bit of an idea just because of compilations of shorts that we've come across in the past. But other than that, I didn't really know like what kind of styling or anything to expect. I did enjoy it, not as much as maybe I would have hoped to have, but I did. Amongst the things that I enjoyed was the Martins and the Coys, which is a completely ridiculous song story based off of the Hatfields and McCoys, which is one of our upcoming books. So I was excited just by that. It was completely ridiculous. So I enjoyed that. Just that it was so ridiculous.
I thought the ending of that one was hilarious.
Yeah. And Casey at the Bat is a poem that I'm very familiar with. I remember having to like memorize it and like recite it in school one year. And so I was very like nostalgic about the poem itself.
Hooray for our side, hooray, hooray.
Ah, shut up. Sit down, you right man.
So that was fun. All the cool cats join in, or all the cats join in? All the cats join in.
This ring and all the cats join in.
All the Cats Join In was delightful. It was so catchy. It was enjoyable to watch. I liked that a lot.
I learned an interesting fact that the animation from the Blue Bayou short was originally intended for Fantasia. So I thought that was pretty interesting. In All the Cats Join In, I liked the concept of the animation being drawn before our eyes as the story developed. I thought that was pretty cool.
But yeah, that animation style with All the Cats Join In actually reminded me a little bit of the intro to Grease.
Oh my gosh, totally. And
Yeah.
it was all 50s too, so that was so perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Peter and the Wolf was my favorite of all the segments. I thought the idea of each character being played by a different instrument was so unique and so cool. If I were a music teacher, I would absolutely show that to my students. I thought it was super awesome.
With that one, the David Bowie reading is much easier to find and definitely enjoyable. So if that's the only one you can find, highly recommend. Originally, it was the guy who voiced Winnie the Pooh. So it is a little bit different in styling.
Oh, bother.
But the story is exactly the same and it's really enjoyable if you can only find the more readily available one.
So I actually read, though, that when they like re-released Peter and the Wolf, they added that in part where the duck wasn't actually dead. That wasn't originally how the story went.
Oh.
So, yeah, I found that. I was just Googling around about the story and I found that out. I was like, oh, I guess that because it didn't have a happy ending because one of the characters died. I don't know.
I felt like they spent a long time mourning him. So it was weird when he came back.
It was weird. And I actually thought the wolf was pretty scary. And I like audibly gasped when he ate the duck. Like I was really shocked that happened. The music in Johnny Fedora and Alice Bluebonnet I thought was so pretty. And I thought that segment had parts that were both funny and sad at the same time. The Whale Who Wanted to Sing at the Met, the same guy voiced all of the characters in that short. So I thought that was pretty impressive. And I also thought Willie the Whale was a delightful character. As far as things I didn't like though, I thought Blue Bayou was extremely boring. And I also thought Two Silhouettes was extremely boring.
Yeah, I agree with both of those statements. Willie the Whale was cool as a character, but I felt like the segment itself was entirely too long. Not that I didn't like how the segment was done or what it was about. I disliked how long it was. They could have wrapped, instead of like 15 minutes, they could have wrapped it up in 5 and I would have been.
I agree. It felt very long to me too. And I didn't think that it was bad, but I had already watched like 20 other shorts at this point.
Right.
And I was like, this is so long. Oh, and also Blue Bayou, I mentioned earlier, was originally supposed to be animated for Fantasia. I wish they would have put it in Fantasia because I thought Fantasia was so boring. So I think it would have fit in there. Sorry, I know you like that movie.
No, I do like Fantasia, but I completely agree. I think it would have fit better in Fantasia. It just would have. You're moraling now.
I'm moraling. Okay, for all the cats join in, I think a good moral for that is children are great imitators, so give them something great to imitate because little sister was following her around and copying everything she was doing. Without You, this is a bit of a stretch based on the lyrics, but I put pray hard when it is hardest to pray is a bit of a stretch, but that's the closest moral I could get to it. For Casey at the Bat, arrogance has the potential to lead you to your downfall. And how cool, like we just came across that proverb the other day, pride goes before destruction and haughtiness before a fail. That's Proverbs 16:18. I was like, Casey at the Bat should have read that. For Johnny Fedora and Alice Bluebonnet, the message I took away was never give up and fate always finds a way. And then for the whale who wanted to sing at the Met, the moral was making assumptions about others based on what it looks like to you can be unnecessarily harmful to others.
Nailed it. I completely agree. This movie took 2 years to make and was quoted as being one that may command the widest attention yet for Disney animations. So it was definitely, I guess, highly anticipated and well received. It did well. It did better than a lot of the other movies we went over this time around, this season.
For Make Mine Music, I almost forgot the name of this movie. For Make Mine Music, I gave it 3 popcorn kernels. I thought it was a decent movie. Like most of these movies with these separate little shorts, there's some that I love and some that I don't love. And so that's a little disappointing. And it's just not my favorite like format, I guess. I put it in 6th place. So that is right under Three Caballeros and above The Reluctant Dragon for me. I think that I vaguely remember you saying that you looked up Make Mine Music and found out that it was like a not as good version of Fantasia. I have a memory of you texting me that, I think.
Maybe.
It
was
was
like still ranked higher than Fantasia on your list.
Forever ago. But anyways, no, Make Mine Music is a billion times better than Fantasia in my book.
On that note, I feel I should let you know, I also gave this one 3 popcorn kernels and I ranked it at number 10 at the very bottom of my list. I never anticipate myself going out of my way to find those shorts ever again in my entire life.
Make Mine Music is what to you what Fantasia is to me.
Pretty much. But we want to hear from you guys. Pop over to our Facebook page where there will be a poll. You can tell us whether you prefer Make Mine Music or our undefeated, ever-winning champion, Pinocchio. And we will release those results at the first episode of season 2 coming your way in January.
Yeah! Don't forget that we have a giveaway going on right now. Once we reach 100 subscribers, we're going to be giving away all 12 of the limited edition Disney Wisdom pins. So go ahead and subscribe if you're not already and share our videos so that your friends can subscribe and we can do that giveaway. Go ahead and give us a follow on all of our social medias as well. They will be linked in the description below. Season 2 will begin in January of 2021. In the meantime, we will be bringing you some fun videos that you guys actually voted for on our Facebook group. So stay tuned for those. They're going to be really funny. They're not going to be movie reviews, but I think you actually might enjoy them even more.
Yeah, and thank you so much for being a part of season 1. This has been so much fun, and we're glad you guys were here.
We did it! Yay!
On to season 2.
Yes. Like he
Yeah.
believes the best out of everybody. it scares all of the Amazon deliverers and the pizza delivery guys and stuff.
I thought he was gonna poison some cookies. Like,
That's such a good idea.
I don't even know where to start on this because I have so many comments.
It is quite startling.
There's a witness, there's video footage, and I know your address.
How long have we been talking? All right. You're not part of this video, so bye-bye.